Finally, it's time! Hello! Nice of you to join. Hi, Yoni. Very faithful. I think you've been in every stream now, right? That I did. I mean, I only did 3 so far, but you've been there. It's greatly appreciated. So, I changed my sound settings a little bit. Is the sound okay for you? Is the music not too loud compared to the microphone? Awesome, thank you. Oh yes, I am ready. I'm so ready. I was born ready. And that's like actually quite literally. Like it's been, what now, 23 years in the making. I still remember like playing this game back in the day when it came out. Like as I mentioned before, I was 12, 13 years old back in 97. So yeah, it's a trip down memory lane. So I'm just giving people a chance to join us before we start, but let's see who will find their way to us. It's a little bit earlier than usual. I still have to kind of figure out which hours I will do for streaming in the future. I really plan on keeping that Thursday evening slot that I did with the Arnold stream this week. So like at 7:30, 8ish, around that time. For the weekend, I'm not yet sure if it's better to do it in the afternoon like today, or maybe still a bit later in the evening. I gotta find that out. And yeah, maybe also do it instead of the weekend, or in addition to the weekend, a stream on Tuesday evenings. Yeah, I'm just really working out the kinks. So. Do you have any experience? Like, what are the best streaming times in your opinion? When is it good to be online with some live game streams?
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
It's very glorious. And it's so glorious that it actually killed my stream for a moment there. I should deactivate that just to be sure. So yeah, right now my stream already disconnected, so I'm actually gonna deactivate this, I think. It's a little bit risky. That was very loud. I have to... that was very loud. I have to... I'm not sure if I'm gonna deactivate it or just silence it for now. It's a new plugin, you know, trying out some stuff. Probably not the best idea. But I just need to go back to my remote play. 1 second. But it was glorious. So we're coming back on the remote play. Just gonna... connection is difficult today. Yesterday was, last time with Thursday evening was much better. So hold on a second. So I think here we go, and I am going to join. Let's get this started. Very new game, first time playing. So let's get right to it. And we try the new battle system. So Bear with me while I learn this. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Oh wow. Already looks amazing. I mean, Square have always been like cream of the crop when it came to these full motion video sequences in their games. And I mean, they all also did even full movies in with CGI, including the Final Fantasy Advent Children movie that was really tied into the whole Final Fantasy VII story, and of course the Final Fantasy movie, which was basically a standalone science fiction thing many years ago already. But yeah, this is new, and it looks amazing, and it sounds amazing. Oh my god. Like childhood fantasies coming true right now. Wow. Who of you guys that are in the chat already, who has actually played the original Final Fantasy VII? Oh wow, look at this. Playground, yes. I remember that one. Time for some monster energy. I'm not endorsed yet. Looking at you, Monster Energy. Oh. Ooh, here we go. So yeah, for those of you who played the game, the original you may know, or if you've been following, that the remake now is actually only part of the original game scope. So this remake is kind of the first part, and it will play exclusively in the first big city environment that the original game had. So this is Midgar, and so basically this remake, even though it's like a full-blown AAA game now, only covers not even the complete first CD of the original game. So the plan here obviously is to release several more installments. Let's see how many they make, and I hope that they all come out. I mean, that would be really the worst thing if they just kept it at this one and it's kind of like the appetizer, and then they leave out like half or 2/3 of the actual rest of the game. But yeah, for now we're in Midgar, and my soul is ready. Oh. And because yeah, I'm also growing mustaches right now, like multiple mustaches. Not because of the Bobby Roode theme, but just because of the pure epicness of the classic train ride sequence. And here we go, our hero, Cloud Strife. Aww. Yeah, my poor PC's fighting, trying to process this, just like my mind is trying to process it. Someone doesn't sound too healthy here. We got a bit of motion sickness in the train. Oh. Some more old acquaintances, yes. It would be kind of awesome if Barrett was just being played by Batista. Hello there, Mademoiselle Tardima. Alright, here we go. Game starts. And now. It is. And now I have to outstandingly suck with the new controls. Okay, let's try.
You're coming with us. Nice.
Don't think so.
Alright. Okay, that was a really cheap trophy. Come on. You can make me work for it a little bit.
I can see him.
Have fun.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do here. So what? Okay. Special actions.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead.
He can use magic.
Oh yes. Nice.
Let's go.
Alright. Yeah, graphics are insane. Even though it's not PC Master Race. I mean, the lag is also insane, but like I promised, capture card is on the way. Should be better in the future. So, now I need to evade.
Coming with us.
Can't get surrounded. Nope.
And the Buster Sword in all of its glory. That's
Got
nice.
that.
Pick up something here. Yeah, chests, of course. Some potions, yes. Oh, look at Hogwarts. Can I? Ah, here's another one hidden. Oh, grenades! More grenades! We had a lot of grenades in my last session when I was playing the Broforce game as Arnold. Let's see how I can use grenades in this one. Okay, boxes with Shinra logos. They will contain useful items. Alright. Let's smash. Cloud smash! Ah, more potions. Excellent.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls,
This lag.
right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore.
Because that's actually different from the
Professional.
from the
Unlike the rest of
PS1
us.
version that you could actually
I'm glad to have
give the heroes different names. But here you're actually playing as Cloud Strife. I mean, it makes sense
We're done.
if you want to do some voice acting. Would be really weird if you just talked to the main character, or if all NPCs would just talk to the main character during the entire game and just call him, "Hey man," or "Dude."
Or even the same.
Barrett is so badass. I still will call him Batista. I want him to be Batista.
For money? They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Wedge.
Yeah, for those of you who are not that familiar with the Final Fantasy series, yes, they do always have characters called Biggs and Wedge after the famous Star Wars characters in their games. And we have Jessie here now as well. And she now talks. This is amazing. Alright,
Get him, boy.
Guess you're first.
target lock. Accomplished. For them hot dogs. Yeah, the bad puns will continue even here. Even without Arnold voice. Still making bad fight jokes.
No holding back. It's over. See ya. Looks like you're next. Let's go.
Alright, let's go with the elevator. Let's see where it takes us. I mean, we know where it takes us. If you play the original game, we are in a so-called Mako reactor of the city Midgar, which is basically like a nuclear power plant. And we are trying to bomb this reactor. So we're essentially terrorists. But for a good cause, which will be revealed later. No spoilers.
Not so fast. We've got company.
You jerk. Yeah, just let me do the dirty work. Alright. Well, that's what I'm here for. And that's what I have my Buster Sword for. Let's go.
Job's a job.
Yeah, job to job. I agree. Another dog. Gonna use some more spells here. Switch to the Opera, to the Punisher mode, which allows me to do stronger attacks. Nice. Neat.
Not bad.
Okay, so this action type of controls as opposed to the classic round-based JRPG command system works pretty well here so far. I was expecting it to be more complicated and really more unusual for me to get used to, but yeah, it's pretty fine so far. Is there something here? No. Just more enemies. Yes. I'm not gonna say it. Because they don't bleed, but... No, not saying it. Not saying it. You have to earn it. Well, I love how this game, just like the original actually, just throws you right into the action. It's not like there's a lot of, I don't know, intro storyline elements being presented. You just have this nice camera pan into the city, into the whole setting. You introduce one of the characters and or one of the central characters, and then you just, yeah, get thrown right into the action. Yeah, I'm picking it up. Just like I'm picking up potions left and right, so that's what's slowing me down. Give me a chance here, Batista. And yes, I will be calling him Batista, I don't care. I know it's Barrett. We all know it's Barrett, but look at him. Be perfect, Batista.
But I hear they make good guard dogs too.
Just like Batista is next in Gears of War. In the new installment, I think Gears of War 5?
Get to the bridge above Mako's storage. Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We
The
can do this
weave
with you,
is strong
we can do
with this.
without you.
Different reactor.
But also the
different
Batista.
layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
I could talk.
Biggs will have the door open soon.
Alright.
In 3, 2. Damn, I'm good.
Let me be the judge of that.
Who's there?
Okay, that was one. One for free.
We'll wait. It's over.
That's my line.
Oh, and epic battle music is epic.
He's alone. We can take it.
Ha!
Make it rain.
You've never been in a Final Fantasy game, right? Security Officer D. Because it's Punisher mode time. Oh yeah, you have been punished.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out.
Is it John Bernthal now voicing Barrett? Would be a nice Punisher, actually. Alright, come on, Jesse.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes.
Yeah, is it Joshua Caddison?
Will talk to us, but
Jesse,
what can you do?
paint your pictures about how it's gonna be. That's a dated 90s reference, but hey, we're playing a 90s game, so you have to bear with me on this.
I got this place covered.
Fun fact, Joshua Caddison actually wrote this song, Jesse, for Sarah Jessica Parker. Can you believe that? It's true, look it up. Yeah, weird trivia. Here in the Final Fantasy VII
Looks like
Remake
Dragonplayer's on another
at
floor.
Dragonslayer's Den.
Pushing that button?
Yeah, you're pushing my buttons here, come on.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's
Uh-huh.
not really my business, but are you guys close?
Catfight! Catfight! Ooh, flashback! Flashback! Actual flashback, nice. Oh my god, 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 oh my god! Right in the childhood.
Are you ignoring me?
Nobody's ignoring Tifa. There's like 7 trillion cosplays of her.
Tifa and I.
Been there on the internet for like 20 years. No one, literally no one is ignoring Tifa. Yeah, the soundtrack is really, I think it's just taken mostly of the themes and central elements from the original game, but of course it was on PS1, so it was like this kind of MIDI type of sound, but here we have real freaking orchestra playing it and it's majestic. I downloaded the digital deluxe version and it has the soundtrack as part of it. I think this one is well worth the money.
These sewer rats appear to call
Oh.
themselves Avalanche.
Heidegger, Martin Heidegger.
We are currently investigating.
Warum ist eigentlich Seiendes und nicht viel mehr nichts?
Made the
Ja.
attempt on your life.
Very philosophical.
Rest assured,
Oh.
our inquiries will not take much longer.
Look, it's Haihaki Mishima from Tekken.
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit. It's
Whoa, whoa, language, Batista.
It doesn't rest and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me!
You're gonna be really angry. That's what's gonna happen.
And
Wow.
pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
That's like Greta Thunberg on a lot of steroids. Wow.
Get help.
Friday is for future, bitch.
Say that again!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the
Aw.
screaming for later.
Yeah, it's like badassery stare down right now. Oh yeah. Anime style. I'm just waiting for speed lines. Ooh, no. Machine guns.
Our lives are on the line now.
Goddamn right, man.
You listening, Merc? One false move. And that happens.
Well, so much for having
You
fun
turn
while
into a
fighting.
broken machine gun. Alright.
There are some places a sword just can't reach.
Like your heart? Actually, it can. It will kill you.
Just bear with him for me, would you?
Should have asked for more money.
Gil. It's Gil. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, here we go. Dave Bautista joins the fray. Ranged attacks. That's nice.
Gonna throw your sword at him?
Oh yeah.
With the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got nothing on me. Get your ass out.
Oh yeah. Like I got the overcharge, yes. Whoa. That's shooting lasers. Well, I have overcharge. Do something, Barrett. Come on. Or not?
Now for the real.
Here we go. Oh yeah. think. Can use one of those potions, but actually on Cloud right now. Whoa! Okay, wait. Nice. Oh, more. Okay, switch characters. Right.
Shut up and move over.
Nice. Oh, there's one more. Let's get him. Mono Drive. Yeah, it was 97. Still mono. That should have been stereo. And that's why it sucks.
Look what we have here.
The laser security system.
Oh, that's new,
When you pride if you're careless.
I think.
They'll cut you down to size and mince.
Hello, welcome to the new arrival.
We've done this kind of thing before.
I'm not sure how to correctly pronounce your name though. It's like Ketskiman or Keshaman or...
Nothing like a little date.
I will call you Billy.
Just keep those baby
Or just let me know how to call you. Yeah. I think there is only one difficulty level. It's a classic JRPG, so you just play. The only thing that I really got to select was whether to play the classic round-based JRPG battle system or this more action oriented system like this one with some more real-time fighting. Okay, then I will stick with Chris though. But since this is going to be on my streaming schedule soon, I will call you Chris Redfield. When it's time to play some Resident Evil 3, even though he's probably not in that, as far as I remember. Oh no! I suck. Ah, okay. Should have paid more attention here. Nope, not yet. Ah, damn. Too soon. I would make a really, really bad spy. Where's Tom Cruise when you need him? Come on! What? Alright, let's go. Ding 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 ding.
They don't call these things sleepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe it forward then.
Ooh. First, like, mini boss. What we got here? Alright. Do we do anything special here, or do we just... we charge in with huge freaking sword. That's my kind of diplomacy right there.
Hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
We need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening.
Oh, will do. Time to fire it up. Whoa! That was not ideal.
Keep it together.
Bring in the heat. Bring it home. Hey, it's not moving.
Let's pin it down. Give it all you got.
Of course. It just had to get back up.
So we knock it down again. No time to complain. Don't overdo it.
Oh, still charging, damn. Alright, here we go.
No holding back. It's on you.
Oh, yes.
Now's our chance. Go.
Don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Oh, here we go. Yes, that's nice.
Finish it.
Say your prayer.
Enough. Now's our chance.
Let's do this. Kick my ass. Give 'em hell.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. Also one of the classic first enemies from the original game.
Soldier first class. Doesn't go
Well, like, the fights are pretty epic. Like, they really translated that well into the new environment here. Okay, so even Barrett Batista is making bad jokes here, so I think I'm pretty safe. Okay. Ooh, that's the reactor.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom.
Bomb at the bottom. So you telling me we're gonna set a Batista bomb? I've so been waiting for this moment. Yes. Woo! Yes.
I can practically taste it. Hurry it up.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. I think even if you've never played a lot of Final Fantasy VII, like you at least played this beginning.
Heads up, boys. The engine's set. Leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck.
All right. Here we go. Closing in on the target. Oh, but first, fighting more mono drives. Go. Whoa! Ha! Finally some anime style. Nice. Ah, there's still one alive.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah, I actually played Final Fantasy 15. The thing is, I have a very, let's say, difficult or unique relationship to Final Fantasy 15. I got it when it came out, so pretty early. I don't remember if I actually paid full price, but it was pretty close, I think. And in the beginning, like I could not bear the game at all. Like, you know, the protagonist with this kind of really heavy J-pop boy band look, and also the fighting system was quite a bit different with this also more action focused battles, and yeah, I just couldn't really get the hang of it, and the setting was weird to me. Didn't really appeal to me that much, but then I gave it another go. Actually, just last year or about 1-2 years ago. And then just played through the whole thing and discovered that it has actually one of the best and most epic stories of all Final Fantasies that I've played, which is saying a lot. And it's one of with the most drama and also with the highest stakes, I would say. I really enjoyed it in the end. There was a lot of content. Of course, the whole game was a bit pieced together because that's what happened. I think they were developing another spin-off to the Final Fantasy 13 saga, and then made a new game out of it, and yeah, it just turned out a little weird, but in the end it was really cool, and there was a lot of bonus content and extra content that you could play, and yeah, it was really fun. I played the whole thing. Didn't play all the DLC, the additional episodes yet, but the main game I did play, and I think I have to check if I actually did play to like platinum level. It's possible. No, the ridiculous sword is actually an absolute trademark of this game, and I would say the Final Fantasy series as a whole. It's the legendary Buster Sword. So in the old game, you would acquire different weapons, and the cool thing about that was that even in the PS1 days, in the battle screens, the characters would actually display the new weapons that you bought. So when you bought a new weapon in the store, it would have actually a different look in the battle screen, and that was really cool, for especially at the time when usually you had just one character animation, or you used to having just one character animation, one character design in those old 2D pixel JRPGs, and then when it was time for Final Fantasy VII to go to the transition to the 3D environment. It was quite a sight to behold. I don't know about this game. I only played the demo, which is basically this reactor level, but a bit different. So I don't know how it's going to continue when you get new items, new weapons. So we'll find out. Hang on. And now we said, of course, for 20 minutes because we're badass.
Pretty cocky, ain't you?
Oh yeah. That's how we roll. And that's how Shinra rolls. Shinra, for your reference, the evil corporation. That's basically, I don't know, like all the oil exporting companies together. It's really evil. Whoa! That's a good question. Right now it's mostly kicking my butt. But I have to. Lightning magic? So who is lightning magic? Does Barret have lightning magic? Right now? Oh! Whoa! Whoa! No, 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 no! Not cool! Roll dodge. What's going on? I don't know. I can't do anything right now. I made something. Whoa. Tactical mode? No, I don't need tactical mode. Okay. What's going on? Why can't I not? What the hell? Okay. Whoa! Okay, Barret, do something. What's a little confused there. Hold on a second. First of all, I'm gonna need this. Then I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna switch back to Cloud. I cannot. Whoa! Whoa!
Got anything you want to say?
Come on.
Funny way to ask for help.
Whoa, that hurt.
Shit. Was just about to get
Not good. Okay, Cloud, do something here. Come on, dude. Yes, very good. Finally.
scratch the damn thing.
Didn't I tell you to use magic?
Yes, I am using magic, but
Think whatever you want. Just do it. Deal with that.
yes. Oh, we have lightning magic here. All right, now I gotcha.
Hang back.
Hell yeah. You see the damage that did?
Keep it up.
Exactly. That's the only Cloud we need. The only Cloud we want. Ridiculous, oversized anime style sword.
Damn it.
Damn it, that's right. Uh-oh.
Keep it together.
Whoa! Whoa! This is escalating. And it's much cooler than the original game. You have to give him that. Alright, so what we do? What we do? What we do? We run.
Never seen this defense system before.
Oh no. Oh no.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant
Whoa.
genius?
Whoa!
It's on you.
It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
This is not... Oh, oh! Not good.
Frontal assault's no good. That didn't work either.
Whoa! What's going on here? Like, I can't even hit it. Whoa! I think I'm gonna use one of those grenades now. Oh, field generator. Okay, we have to... I have to fit that field generator. Where's the field generator? I can't see it.
Damn it. This thing is tough.
It wouldn't be much of a weapon if it went down easy.
Don't hit it.
Compliment the giant.
Oh no! That was not what I wanted. Okay, I still have to get used to these controls.
Now's our chance. Give it everything you've got.
Trying to, but he kind of... Where the hell did he go? Oh, there! Whoa!
Take the lead. Hang back. Need to do something about these wounds.
Oh, come on, Cloud. Don't die on me here. Yeah, I'm trying. Ha ha!
Damn it.
I'm actually trying to heal somehow, but okay, now we go. That was about time. Where's my freaking ATB? When can I attack? Now I don't... Now, finally. Okay.
Focus. Find a way.
Ah.
Here we go.
Let's do it. Another barrier?
Whoa! I don't like this. Whoa!
Burn. It's on you.
Damn pain in the ass. Damn it. Gotta do something about that barrier first.
Yeah, I'm trying.
If we don't change it up soon,
Can't really...
thing's gonna kill us both.
Less talking, more shooting.
Yeah, I would try.
Let's live from you.
I want to focus on that field generator, but I can't really.
There.
I can't.
From the rear.
Aye, soldier boy. Show me what you got. Could keep going if I healed up.
Whoa. Limit gauge. Alright. Limit break time. That would be nice. Let's go for it. Classic. Final Fantasy VII. Ha! Would have been more effective if you actually looked like you hit him. Nice.
Think it through.
Oh. Whoa. That was not smart.
Don't overdo it. I got this.
Whoa.
Don't just fight. Adapt. Nice try.
What do you do now? Oh, not good. Uh-oh.
Keep it together.
Oh, ouch. That hurt. I have to... Oh, too slow.
Looks like this. Shit. Was just about to get you out.
I wasn't expecting you to do jack.
Can't seem to get to this field generator here.
Hit it hard and fast.
Oh, you're in for it now.
Just shoot.
Let's do something. Whoa.
Let's do this.
Alright. Seems we're moving on to the next stage of the fight. With more missiles. And he's just shooting the whole goddamn reactor. Holy crap.
Watch the tail.
Alright.
Hit by that laser.
So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris.
Alright. Uh-oh. Take cover, he said.
Strike now before it fires again. No escape. I got this.
Whoa, no.
Heal up and regroup. It's on you. Hang back.
Ouch. I'm getting my ass handed to myself here. Whoa! And again, too slow. Whoa!
Deal with that. Military grade armor and a reactor.
Oh.
Keep it together. Hang back. Heads up! Tail laser!
I like how they actually incorporated this tail laser, because that was also this boss's strongest attack in the original game. Of course, here it's much more devastating.
Fires again. Get ready.
Whoa, that was not good.
About these wounds. You're as good as dead.
Nice.
Don't overdo it.
It's time to evade. If you can.
Gotta heal up.
I would, but I can't do anything right now.
Incoming.
Oh my god, oh my god. Gotta survive until I can actually
Be my guest.
use some potions.
Keep it together.
Come on, Barrett. Yes, time to use.
Now, go.
Attack! Come on. I have to kick this dude's ass. Cannot be that hard. Alright. What's going on now? He looks a bit battered now. Guess it's about time to finish him off. Oh, but now more fire. Whoa! Auto repair? Like, are you serious?
Take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Merc.
Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening.
Whoa. Too much stuff happening. Whoa!
When I get my chance, I'm gonna blow this bastard the hell up. And that's a problem.
Blowing out his right leg. Yes.
Rain hell on it.
Ain't gotta tell me twice.
Blowing out the left leg. Yes. Come on.
There goes another. Now's our chance to do some real damage.
Here we go. Use some fire.
Burn. Deal with that.
Come on.
Don't overdo it.
He's still healing himself? What the? Gotta be serious. Oh. Hey, wait. Ah, too slow again. God damn it.
Don't let up.
Now.
You're done. Keep it up.
Whew. That was intense. For the first boss fight. This game is not messing around. Love it. Okay, it doesn't seem to be done. More tail laser? What the hell? No! Okay. Seems he's just kind of destroying the whole reactor by himself. Doesn't even need our Batista bomb. What now? 20 minutes countdown. Nice. It was kind of fortunate that this whole boss fight didn't actually count into the countdown. Because, yeah, that would have been a bit tricky. But this way, looks pretty okay.
Hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on. We've got to move.
Damn right we have. Let's go. Anything else I need to get here? No. More absolutely epic music. Wow. The camera takes a lot of manual adjusting. That could be a little bit smoother, I think, to just kind of stay more behind the characters. Especially if you want to focus on the enemies. But I mean, that's complaining on a pretty high level, I think. Whoa! Come on! Kill it. Yes.
Was never in doubt.
Here we go. Let's go. Whoa! Nice. Oh, Jesse, no! Rick Springfield is coming.
You okay?
Smooth.
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My
Hero
hero.
style. Oh, yeah.
We'll link up over there. Look after Jesse.
Link up. Is this Legend of Zelda all of a sudden?
Come this way. This route should lead us straight to Baron. Probably.
Probably. You seem to be very sure of yourself. Ooh, more boxes. Yes. Moogle medals. What's that? That's new. Yeah, that's because it's so romantic. When I first met you, Jesse, it was as though my heart, it was as though the time stood still. So romantic. While we were blowing up that nuclear power plant reactor. Oh.
We're running out of time.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, just it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Ooh, that's buried. Oh, you have to climb faster. Come on. All right. Ah, this is cute.
I've got you covered. Find us the way out of here.
But then,
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got
He has a machine gun arm. He will be fine.
X, soldier boy.
They're here. Take them down. We don't have time for this shit. The clock's ticking.
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need. No escape. That's that. Calling fire.
Where is it? Ah, there it is. Word. Oh god, more of those bastards. Time to burn, yeah. Time for bad puns, I love it. Oh no, MP. Oh, here we go.
Need the light. Take the lead.
Whoa! Nasty. Oh no! Don't die on me right now. Oh yeah, staggered. Now it's time to do some damage.
You're welcome.
So, time for some healing. Sexual healing. I'm sure that's how Baron rolls. I'm sorry, Batista. Alright, that's one down. Let's go. Oh, box. Shouldn't leave that behind. Oh, ether. That's useful. So I just used my last one. Ha! Oh my! These mono drives getting really annoying now. It's up and down. Time for some fire. Nice. Smooth. Alright. So where do we go? Here we go. Ah, yes. More enemies? No. I have a feeling I'm not quite done here. Yes! Oh god, these guys. Ha! Shock troopers. Ouch! That was shocking indeed. The thing is, I think Final Fantasy XIII, as well as the two sequels or spin-offs or whatever you want to call them, so are in a lot of people's piles of shame. But I mean, Final Fantasy XIII is kind of a pile of shame in and of itself. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that particular installment. I did play Final Fantasy XIII, so the main game or the first game in the saga. But I don't think I really finished it. I just didn't like this very super linear progress, and yeah, it was just really not my kind of game. So, and the thing is, like, I actually also have the spin-offs. I call them spin-offs. You can say maybe they were sequels, but I like to call them spin-offs. And I think they're still unopened. I have them on Xbox 360, actually. I was a 360 guy before switching to PS4. And they're still in the original packaging. I never even once opened it. But come on, Cloud, we have to do something against those shock troopers now. They're kind of... Yes, here we go. I just love how Barret is screaming around. Okay, Barret, let's just... Alright, should do the job, let's go. Get the hell out of here. This one's dead. Alright, let's go. And yeah, like I said, I think Final Fantasy 15 actually was, I think, originally supposed to be another installment in the Final Fantasy 13 saga. I think it was going to be Final Fantasy Versus 13. And then they turned it into Final Fantasy 15 or something. It was, yeah, kind of a mess. What? No, time for video. Time for monster. What's he doing now? Okay, he's having his own lasers shoot the reactor. That's a bit different from the original game, isn't it? I mean, the way I remember it was that actually the bomb that we planted set off the reactor explosion. But here it looks like Shinra is actually deliberately destroying his own reactor. But correct me if I'm wrong, like, was that the same thing in the original game? I don't remember. Oh, Jesse. Good to see you, girl. Everything is exploding. Actually, it would be a pretty good game for Arnold voice. Dylan, you son of a bitch. Oh, it's you, Jesse. Sorry. I just can't resist. I think I'm gonna do this Arnold stuff. Just that's the only thing I really do. Just whoa. Okay, time for anime super action. Yes. Speed lines. I need speed lines. Ah. I mean, not the drug, just the anime speed lines. Don't get me wrong. Also, I don't think you consume speed as lines, right? I would not know these things. I'm a good boy. Oh wow, nice fireworks and the lights go out. And I think that's our intro into Final Fantasy VII. Yes, this is Midgar. Why did they call it Midgard? I don't know. But we know it's Midgard.
Looks like we made it. And with nothing but a few scratches to show.
You have a machine gun as an arm. I think you have a few more than scratches, but okay.
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the plan is what matters, right?
Yeah, not the people.
I mean,
Biggs.
it helps some.
Should have listened to Luke Skywalker more.
Anyway,
It's as if 1,000 people all at once cried out, you know? And then silence, you know? Remember all that? No? Ah.
You got it.
Okay, so the thing is, up until this part, so this last fight and this escape, that was playable in the demo that you could download a few weeks ago. So I played that, but everything from here on out is completely new to me.
Damn, what is that? I never smelled anything so foul. Oh, it's me. About that. It's soon.
I felt that one in my guts.
So that's what smells.
We need to get out of this
It's
place.
probably Wedge's guts.
was it the Mako density? The primary explosive? The blasting agent?
Hey, we can figure that out later.
I'm running on empty here.
You can refuel at the base.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
Wedge doesn't look like he's empty
To go.
at all.
Far.
Ah, potions! More potions. Severus Snape would be proud.
That's about as good a place as any.
Hello, Mr. Strife.
I'll set the bomb.
You should really go through here to find some more potions.
Shower.
It's quite magical.
She's good to go.
Yes, I also do Alan Rickman as Severus Snape. But I think my Arnold is better.
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson for anything that gets in my way.
Okay.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Secret Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire.
Like the fire in my heart.
A disaster warning has been issued in sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse.
Well, that escalated. This could have been us, but you playing.
What's done is done.
Well, I'm playing.
It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
That is actually very true.
The bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to sacrifice weeks of my life playing this. Just like I did back in 97. I'm a willing sacrifice here. Let me be your tribute. Or how is that sign that they do in Hunger Games? I don't know. I never really saw that.
Your worries, your concerns, and yes, your feelings. Whatever your problem, I got you.
So, what's our next move, boss?
That's easy enough. We get our asses home.
Right on. He has like a baby face. Come on, Wedge. Grow a mustache or something.
We'll split up and shoot for the last train home. Regroup in the freight car. Got it?
Later then.
Oh yeah, right. I have a train to catch. Huh. Brings back memories.
I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
Yeah. Batista not messing around. A little bit weird, yeah. Oh,
I don't need to tell you what this is, right?
it's paradise for cosplay, that's for sure.
It's healing material.
Materia, yes.
For saving my life.
Just do it.
More nostalgia. It's nostalgic materia.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Yeah, it's just very typical manga anime style characters. Like it's, you just can't deny the JRPG roots of Final Fantasy. Even the latest installment, like Final Fantasy 15, was probably really off the charts in that respect, with the main protagonists like being for guys that look essentially like a J-pop band, boy band. Oh, let's skip this tutorial for now. I think we should be able to equip it. Okay, now set the healing materia. Have anything equipment-wise? Accessories? No. Nope. No.
Okay, I was only trying to help. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something extra for being so brave. That really was the ride of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
Alright. And let's look around. I think I gotta catch the train to Busan. Nope, treasure chest.
If you observe any suspicious behavior, please inform the nearest public security officer. You may alternatively contact security headquarters.
Kind of really have to experience this now, because back in the old game, of course, it was just pre-rendered backgrounds and not with that amount of detail, and now you're just like in the middle of everything. This is really, really amazing. I think it's just huge fan service for everyone who played the original on PS1. Oh my. Actually, it looks a bit like the beginning of Resident Evil 2 as well.
Up here! Look up! I said look up! I said look up!
I'm looking up. Where are you?
Not that way! Careful up here.
Alright.
Exit any
I was just hidden there behind.
You'll have to use
Wow. I mean, he's a super mercenary who can kill giant robots with his ridiculously large sword, but he needs instructions on how to use stairs. Right. It was actually. It was actually cool. Because I'm obviously too stupid to look up. Yeah, really totally reacted to the way I was looking in exactly the wrong direction. Whoa. Would have been cool though if she had said look down and hey, is that now Biggs in full Rogue Squadron outfit? Look at this. Like he looks like he's straight out of an X-Wing. Ha! Nice. And if Jesse had just looked down, we could have made it like a true tribute to Les Miserables. Look down, something like this. Whoa, now this is cool. Okay, that was maybe not so nice for whoever was on the bridge. Ooh, flashbacks. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's him. Geek out moment. How does he keep this hair this smooth?
He couldn't be. But then
Yeah, I kind of he does. I kind of think he does, which is really nice. I think that's the main thing about this game, from what I've read in like non-spoiler reviews, that they kind of show more the personal growth and development of the characters, and actually like how their actions, especially here in Midgar in the first part of the game, impacted the lives of the people in this world. This flashback is pretty cool. Following Sephiroth. Whoa. Oh my, this is slow. But it enhances the drama.
you're not real. You're dead. I killed you with my own.
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was
Ooh, foreshadowing.
is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you
Yes, can do.
planet suffer? Cloud. Were the planet to die, so many things would be lost.
I increased the volume now a bit of the game. I hope you can hear it better. Also, I think that like
The sound
voices are generally a bit quiet over the music, right? Can you confirm?
despair
Maybe I can change it in the options.
yielding to cold steel.
Awesome.
That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
Whoa.
Good, Cloud. Very good.
Yes, come to the dark
On
side.
to that hatred.
It's like the Imperator. There's like a lot of Star Wars here.
I'm seeing things. Fumes from all the Mako, maybe. Alright. You got this.
So I'm gonna check it in the settings now. About the music. So I'm gonna turn the music volume a little bit down, but keep the speech volume up. So then probably that's gonna be a bit easier. So can I save at all times actually? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's actually possible because I don't have a capture card right now. I don't have one yet. I ordered one, it's on the way. But you can stream with PS4 Remote Play. There's actually an app that you can, I think you have to download it on PS4 or maybe it's pre-installed, I don't know. Then you download it on your PC or whatever, or Mac that you use as your, for your streaming. Into your streaming software. I use OBS Studio, and then it just has to be like both devices have to be in the same Wi-Fi network, and then you can basically stream the PS4 stuff to your PC. But obviously, it kind of is a bit prone to lag, and also your PC needs a lot of just computing power. So I'm really looking forward to having these capture cards to kind of outsource these activities, so that hopefully in the future the streams even from PS4 will run a lot smoother and won't have any lags. We'll see. And yeah, it's pretty easy. You can probably just find some quick tutorial on YouTube somewhere on how to stream PS4 with PS4 Remote Play. Static of the microphone, then I will. Yeah, it's not a very expensive microphone, so shall I turn it down a little bit, like my voice microphone? Does it help, or is the static just the same even now that I turn volume down a little bit?
You should get away from there. This place got hit too?
My family, they're at the station.
At least the trains are still
You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes.
All right, then we'll get by. I mean, if I keep this up with streaming on a regular basis, and I think I will just improve my setup as time progresses.
Emergency operations center. An evacuation order has been
But for the budget start, it's fine.
the Sector 8 expressway. You are advised to vacate the area immediately.
It's actually having troubles getting up the stairs. I think this advice from Jesse earlier was quite helpful.
Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave
No,
the
it's background noises, but it's background noises from the microphone.
I repeat. This is an alert from the CISA Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8
Man,
expressway.
what a mess.
You are advised to vacate the area immediately.
Right on. Right you are.
The
Oh.
explosions at the reactor have caused numerous
This is really a
ongoing
lot
fires.
more dramatic than it was in the PS1 version.
It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at once.
Yeah, it really gives the game a whole new dimension, I think. Even though you're actually kind of the good guys, but they're not as easily identified this time around, like after this kind of basically terrorist attack that you carried out on this reactor. And if you don't know the backstory, if you haven't played the original game, you really don't know what the motivation or reasoning behind it was. So, yeah, if you play it for the first time, then this is quite profound impact.
What didn't collapse?
I really just want to enjoy the setting, because of course very
Don't
unique.
let the intruder escape.
Oh, yeah, probably can go this way. Yeah, makes sense.
Better catch the bastards who did this.
Yeah, we're the bastards. Oh. Another old acquaintance.
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
Are you okay? Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Here, this is for you.
A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know,
Well,
for scaring those
that's
things
like
away.
nice item guessing.
What things?
The
Never
one-winged
mind.
angel.
Think of it as a memento.
Kenny Omega!
I heard that, you know.
Of course.
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer. In your case, it's on the house.
Huh?
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So?
So keep your distance.
Wait,
Keep your
think
distance,
someone's out to
walk
get you?
away.
Is that
Don't
what you're
you
all worked
stray.
up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to sell.
But Jose, do you actually know that the composer for Final Fantasy, Nobuo Uematsu, he actually has his own metal band called the Black Mages, with which they will sometimes go on tour and actually play songs from the Final Fantasy soundtracks in metalized versions.
What are they?
Drop your weapon!
Are you blind?
Oh, Death Eaters.
You know, you're right.
Very well, Mr. Potter. Time to return to Hogwarts.
Nice meeting you.
Indeed, it was nice. Let's make for train. Platform number 9, 3/4.
Sword on the ground! Right now!
Yeah, absolutely do. Of course, they have played a lot of concerts, mostly in Japan. And there's like some really awesome versions of the One-Winged Angel, so like Sephiroth's theme. So it's brilliant. And he's also still touring with orchestras called Final Fantasy Distant Worlds, which is basically a tour with orchestra with featuring Nobuo Uematsu, and they will just play songs from different Final Fantasy game soundtracks. I've seen them twice actually. They've been to Vienna a couple of times. It's a really nice experience. So if they ever come somewhere close to you, then you definitely should check that out. So Final Fantasy Distant Worlds. we go. This is my way.
Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway. You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk.
That bastard couldn't have gotten far. Stay alert.
Don't want to stick around here.
At once. I repeat. This is an alert from the FINAL Emergency.
I'm just running in circles here. Kind of need to find my bearings. There's not really a mini-map anywhere. I mean, they indicate to where you kind of have to go roughly, but that's not the easiest orientation system. Whoa! There's something lying there. Is it a materia? Whoa! There's still some dudes. Alright.
Let's go.
Deadly dodge material. Let's see what that is. I mean, I would have to remove. Let me just see what it is. Okay, so it's dodging with attacking. The thing is, I don't have enough materia slots to equip this right now, so I have to decide whether to keep fire and healing, cure materia. So I think I'll stick with that for now, but keep the dodge. Or maybe I will need it for an upcoming boss fight, let's see. For now I keep it and try to level these two materia up. First you can see on the screen right now the materia is leveling up by collecting AP, which is kind of like ability points for materia. So whenever I beat some enemies I will get some points, and the spells of that materia that I have equipped right now will get stronger. So that's pretty much the same system as in the original game. Servus, Matthias!
All clear.
Thanks for joining! Fellow nerd and fellow member of the Austrian and Viennese metal scene. You can check out his band, it's called Dark. That's D-H-A-R-K, right? Please correct me if I'm mistaken here.
Need a light.
And it's kind of more, as the name would suggest, some darker, heavier metal, so not the usual power metal that you would associate with me. Oh, not anymore. Okay. So, are you still involved in some projects right now, or do you have something new in the works? Power restart. Alright, increase the strength. Yes.
If you need to access the train station, please take a detour and avoid the plaza near the expressway.
To still find him? No. In here, I'm still running in circles. The orientation is still playing some tricks on me here. Like, it's not the easiest game to kind of keep your bearings. Just go straight here. That works pretty much.
Just give it up! Don't run!
Ah, so you're working with snow. That's really awesome.
There's nowhere to run.
like one of the, I would say, world's best bass players, right?
Time to burn. Let's do this.
Oh, thanks. Dragon is doing fine. I mean, we're also in the middle of the production for the new album, which will come out either late this year or early next year. We're, due to the whole situation right now, of course, our production is also a bit delayed. But yeah, hopefully we'll finish the recording process soon. Actually, songwriting is still going on at the moment. We still still need to finish 1 or 2 songs. Then the whole pre-production will be done. And then it's just time for recording. So whenever we can actually go back to the studio, then we'll finish that and have the album ready, you know, like late this year or early next year. Whoa, there it is right now.
It's over.
Troopers on standby!
Emergency Operations Center. For the safety of Sector 8 residents, security has been increased around Fountain Plaza.
You are clear to engage!
Throughout the area. To
Be
avoid
advised, target is headed for the station!
Whoa! And I need some ether. Thank you. We will. There's no way back. After we did the crowdfunding last year, we owe it to our fans and our contributors to actually deliver on what we promised. So we're definitely working hard on it.
Enemy combatant, you are surrounded! Lay down your weapon and surrender!
Whoa! Pretty tough dudes. Kind of running out of help here. To oh, jeez. Oh, now, yes. I bought digital. Kind of switched mostly to buying digital these days. Even though in this case, I think it would really make sense to actually go for the physical release. But when I actually decided to get it in pre-sale, of course the limited editions were already sold out everywhere. So I kind of settled for the digital deluxe release now. Because it has the soundtrack, it has some art book, and with this like really amazing orchestral interpretation of the old Final Fantasy themes and music, I think it was worth the additional euros that they're charging for it.
Burn.
Target still mobile! Support! Proceed to rally point at the station!
So much for the direct route. Find another way. Use the rooftops, maybe. But the rooftops look clear.
Something here? There's a lot of cute little alleys with hidden items. Probably missing half of the stuff that's hidden somewhere. But it's the first playthrough, so it's be the authentic experience with missing half the stuff.
Over there!
Whoa!
Open fire! Shoot to kill!
Shinra is not messing around. I think I said that before. Favorite video game score? Good question actually. I wasn't too much of a fan of the original game series, like the first games in the series of God of War actually, but the scores there were really awesome. Really loved it. And yeah, the Final Fantasy scores were always really great. I was just talking earlier about Nobuo Uematsu doing these tours with orchestras in distant worlds, Final Fantasy. So that's really kick-ass. And of course, I think one of the most immortal scores for any video gamer, especially if you started playing on consoles like I did, would be Legend of Zelda. So I really would love to see this Legend of Zelda orchestral concert at some point. I think there was one. I think I'm going in circles again. Man, I really need to pay attention to where I'm going. Let's see. Am I? No, I'm wrong here, right? Like talking and trying to keep my bearings in this game, it's not easy. Wow. Okay, this way now. Good. Wasn't the ladder somewhere? What the fuck? I saw a ladder. Where do I go? I'm a little confused here. Okay, where did I come from? Someone put in some road signs. Okay, autosave, that looks good, looks promising.
Don't underestimate him.
That's right, do not. He has a huge sword. This guy has a shield, probably gonna maybe need my dodge against this orb. Yeah, the shield dude is nasty. I use some fire.
No escape.
Yep.
Not bad.
Nice dying sounds, though. Oh, Castlevania. Yeah. Classic scores.
I see him.
I really have to get back into playing some Castlevania, actually. And there's this new collection out now for PS4 and Switch, I think, as well. And I really haven't played so much Castlevania. I used to play it as a kid, but of course I really sucked and the games are quite difficult, so I didn't really play much. It was kind of hard for me back in the day. Maybe I should give it another run.
Target has entered residential area. Full lockdown is in effect. All units.
A security lockdown is now in effect. Residents are instructed to remain inside.
You're mine now.
Do not venture outside for any reason. An announcement will be made when the lockdown has been lifted. I repeat.
That's that.
This is an alert. FINRA emergency operation.
Alright, then thanks for chiming in and thanks for dropping in. And hope to see you again in the next stream. And of course at the next Dragony live shows.
Residents are instructed to remain inside.
Next one will actually be together with Visions of Atlantis on, I think it's going to be 15th of October as part of the Visions of Atlantis Wanderers Tour. We'll only be playing with them in Vienna though, so we'll not be part of the whole tour. But that show, we will be there.
I'll shoot get me.
So that was not good.
Calling fire.
Haha! Cool. That was not so cool. Here's our grenades. See ya.
He's here.
It's over. Right he is.
That's that.
Yes! So if you can make it, would be cool to see you there. Have a great Easter weekend. See ya! Am I again running the wrong direction? Probably. I just get confused here. God damn it! I suck at this. Seems like I'm playing a game like this for the first time, but everything looks the same here. I mean, but that's pretty authentic Midgard. Can I go up here? Whoa, I can. That's nice. But it just will not help my confusion, I think, if I go back now again. Let's try this one.
Enemy combatants, you
Ah,
have
yeah.
been warned.
That seems
Surrender
the right
yourself
way
to
now.
public security immediately.
More dogs!
You have nowhere to run.
Oh man. Okay.
Let's go.
Whoa!
You're You're done.
They usually have a much better sense of orientation, but you know, with the male brain, the job of multitasking is quite difficult. So once I start talking and think about what I want to say, it really screws up any kind of sense that I have for what I'm doing in the game right now. And I won't be surprised if just some guard dog A will randomly kill me just because I don't know what's going on, except for bad lag right now. Computer is processing, but I think we're back in the clear. How much does this take?
Here we go. That's that.
Time for Punisher mode. Yes, here we go.
You're done.
Eventually, probably.
Let's go.
For good measure, on for the road. Mortal Shell? What's that? Game? Movie? Can you maybe post a link to the trailer here, to the YouTube link or something in the chat? That would be really helpful. Oh, okay, cool.
End of the life, punk.
You have to check out. Never heard about it.
Enjoy this.
Is it out already, or when is it coming? Well, I like it how the fire spells actually also damage surrounding enemies. It's actually quite more realistic fire magic than in other games. That sounds weird to say. Cool, I have to check that out. Thanks for the heads up. But of course, next big Souls-like game, yeah, it's gonna be Elden Ring. So definitely looking forward to that one. The Huntsman. So we're now in Bloodborne as well. Awesome. We're the lords of the hunt. Okay, this one is taking some serious damage. Whoa.
No holding back.
Yes. Nice one. Again, I'm running out of MP here. Need more ether. Ouch. Maybe it packs a punch.
Come on.
Okay, if I'm blocking my ATB, of course doesn't go so fast. Fire it is! Whoa! Ouch, that hurt. Okay.
Here we go.
Not very efficient. I need to wait. Actually, yes. Potion instead. Saving my meager MPs. I have to sort of get around them, I guess.
It's on now.
Come on. Oh! Damn.
Let's do this.
Here we go! Ouch. Come on, get back up, dude.
Burn.
Whoa! Ouch.
That'll do.
That was not very smart. Damn. I'm somehow...
No holding back. Time to burn.
Oh yes, finally. More? I think it's time to jump on a train here. Haha.
Moving to secure.
Vintage. Vintage.
Wait, I know that.
Well, he doesn't mess around. So long. Right, so far I'm actually loving this game.
Just
I was a
God
bit
won't
skeptical,
return us
but-
after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you?
You're asking if we played
Guy's a soldier.
Bloodborne?
Goddamn one-man army.
I'm just gonna say two things. First thing is, I have a platinum trophy in Bloodborne. One of the few platinums I have, but I'm proud of that one. And with Dragony, we actually wrote a song about it. Lords of the Hunt. Check it out.
You had me worried for a minute. What the hell you been up to, huh?
Giving public security the runaround. That's what.
Yeah.
Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
That's a very big sword.
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
I think he's probably compensating.
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
Oh, what's with the what's with the earring?
Wearing robes.
What the hell?
Came in
What the
right
hell
off
is
the
that? Did Cloud have that in the original game?
They were at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Suit yourself.
I agree.
Come on, let's move up.
Bloodborne, greater all. I think he's not just compensating for the lack of facial hair. I think that's just like a minor thing. Probably something else minor as
We've
well.
got a crowd to hide in. Head for the front of the train and hold there.
Due to an explosion at Mako Reactor 1, an emergency schedule is now in effect. Your understanding and cooperation is appreciated.
I think you probably will also need to listen to this Bobby Roode Glorious thing to grow some instant mustache.
The highway collapsed right in front of me.
Wow, who'd have thunk there'd be people riding in the freight car? Guess they don't have much choice, but rather than me.
It was absolutely huge. It was, I think it was really the first time that actually a Final Fantasy game was released here in Europe. I don't think any of the other ones, like there were 6 in Japan, 3 released in the US, but none in Europe, and this was the first one to actually make it to Europe. And it was huge at the time. It really, I think, introduced a lot of people here to JRPGs, and for the time the graphics were stellar. It was the first JRPG really to take it to 3D,
Go so far as to
and with pre-rendered backgrounds and the models. Of course, compared to now, it looks ridiculous, but back in the day it was amazing.
Avalanche's doing.
Oh, middle management.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who
The
tried to
most
kill the
exciting
president?
character class you will find in any RPG.
Hey,
Middle
quit
management.
talking out your ass. Everyone knows Avalanche only cares about saving the planet.
Yeah. I mean, it was a step from Super Nintendo to PS1, and it really showcased the power of the PlayStation and really put Sony on the map. I think it was one of those games that actually made the PS1 a success.
Really?
Yeah, time for Batista Bomb. I still call him
In
Batista,
my
and I will not stop.
opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry. Think they got it? Heard it loud
Yeah,
and
they
clear?
do.
Y'all
Like from the Super Nintendo era, I still love, one of my favorites was Breath of Fire 2. I don't know if you ever played the Breath of Fire series. There are some really awesome 2D and later on like 2.5D games. Especially the ones on PS1 were also really great. Breath of Fire 3, Breath of Fire 4. Afterwards it got a little weird, and unfortunately the last installment of the series was just some, I would say, crappy mobile game. I think it got a really lot of hate, and rightly so. And the series is now kind of dead, but those games, Breath of Fire 2, 3, and 4, really awesome games. You should check them out. And yeah, and also what I really loved was Secret of Mana. It was more action adventure. Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore. We also wrote a song about Evermore, so you may know that one.
I didn't
No, it's coming in episodes. That's actually still correct. Barrett is sitting the same way he was sitting in the original game. So this is a full-size AAA game, from what I heard. So they really expanded on the whole first CD, or actually first 3/4 of the first CD of the original game. So this game is all set in Midgar. It's really kind of the first episode, but it's made much larger than the original game. So you will have a lot more side quests, a lot more stuff to do, but just set in Midgar. So I think the game ends even before you leave the city. So this is going to be really interesting to see how they really fleshed out everything, all the characters, and put in some side storylines.
You gotta believe me.
Yeah, Secret of Mana was awesome. You know, they also made a 3D remake that came out last year, also on PS4 and Switch. And the really cool thing is what they just released in March was Trials of Mana, which is the first time, the official release of Secret of Mana 2, so Seiken Densetsu 3, which was only ever released on Super Nintendo in Japan. But now they finally made a translation and they released it. First, the original 2D version, like the Super Nintendo version, was released on Switch sometime last year, and I think it's out on PS4 now as well. And they released also a 3D remake of that called Trials of Mana. So if you love Secret of Mana, the original one, and then definitely get Trials of Mana, which just expands on everything that Secret of Mana did, and it's really a fantastic game. It is. It is. Yeah, I think they really make a whole game, Final Fantasy VII, from every kind of chapter. I was thinking they would make a game for each CD, but apparently they're splitting up a little differently. But I guess it makes sense to kind of put the first episode right into Midgar and have it here, and then once the characters leave the city, then make the second episode. I think like 3 episodes would work really well if you want to cover everything and make it really AAA games for all the installments. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'm not on that level of geek in respect of every game or every genre, but like in terms of JRPGs, I really loved that growing up. These kind of games, they were always my favorite. I started with also more action adventure style like Legend of Zelda, but soon got into JRPGs because I was really playing a lot on Super Nintendo. So these have accompanied me through the years, and also PS1, PS2 were always great consoles, great platforms for JRPGs. I was never much of a PC gamer. I think if I had played more PC, I would be more into this kind of like Western style RPGs, Baldur's Gate, that kind of stuff, which I also love, but for me growing up, it was always JRPGs, so I'm kind of nerdy in that respect.
You hear that suit? Shinra creed my ass.
Yeah, I thought he was in more to say now, but... He has been cooking a lot of ramen. Yes, Illusion of Time, which was actually, again, another nerd fact in the US and Japan. I'm not sure about Japan, of course, it will have Japanese name, but in the US it was called Illusion of Gaia. In Europe it was called Illusion of Time. It was also this kind of action-adventure type of gameplay that's a little similar to the Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore series. And it was also pretty similar to another Super Nintendo classic, which was really great, which unfortunately I never owned, but sometimes only rented, so I never completely played it. I played it on emulation a few years later, but never finished it. It was Terranigma. So if you're into those kind of games, like Super Nintendo, Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore, then Illusion of Time is really great, or Illusion of Gaia, and Terranigma. Those are 2 really highly recommendable games. Yeah, there you go. So let's continue here a little bit. I love getting lost in these chats, but the thing is I kind of want to follow the story here, but if I'm talking about all these old games, like I kind of get lost in my rambles and would just talk over all the story, which would kind of suck. And now I'm doing it anyway.
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar. complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters above ground level, atop which stands a shining beacon of civilization. The whole system
nice
is sustained by
throwback
the
right now.
Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
This here is the train's route.
No,
As you
please
can
do.
see, it'll take us around this main pillar.
Like, I really get lost,
We're
love
about
to get lost in
halfway
that kind
through
of
it
geek
now.
talk.
They've set up a checkpoint here. to
Yeah,
scan
Illusion
the
of Time was
IDs of
awesome,
all
but if you
passengers
can get a
heading in
help,
and out.
just look for it. Maybe you find
Date of
some
birth,
ROM for
residential
emulation.
status, criminal
It's
history,
definitely worth playing. It's a
all
bit
that and
different,
more is
and
automatically
it's also kind of a
cross-referenced
like
in their
sad
databases.
atmosphere
Public
and
security
story.
wouldn't have it
I really
any
liked
other
it.
way. Heads up.
Oh man, Chrono Trigger.
Don't worry.
I was
Our
so
ideas
glad
are
when they
impeccable.
finally brought it to Europe as well, and I immediately got it, and it
What'd I
was
tell
on
ya? Have a little
Nintendo
faith.
DS. That was the only platform that you could get it here in
Won't
Europe.
be
It
long
was
till we reach the
ridiculous,
bottom.
but I finally got to
Relax.
play Chrono Trigger, and that was really worthwhile investment. And I'm pretty sure I will buy it on
Because
Switch
of
as
that
well
great
and just
big pizza in
play
the
it again.
sky that
Fantastic
people down
game.
there gotta struggle to survive. Shinra sucks up Mako while the soil turns to dust. The air fills with smog and the flowers die.
It does. Also, there was a second part called Chrono Cross, which was released, I think, on PS1, but also only in the US, Japan and US. So I never played this.
If you only out for
That would be
yourself.
something I want to check out.
Folks
And
down
if you
there
like that,
don't
there
have the
is a new
luxury of
Kickstarter
choice,
project, RPG, being made right now by. I'm just trying to think which game they made first, but it's actually some well-known indie developer. It's called Sea of Stars. This Kickstarter project, and it's this type of RPG, JRPG, that's really heavily inspired by Chrono Trigger. So you could check that out. The Kickstarter is still going, I think. And another Kickstarter project that was really nice was Cosmic Star Heroine, which is also this kind of old school JRPG style and really nice graphics, like 2D, but of course really nice production level. So if you're into those kind of games, check those out. Yeah, original SNES games, wow. Insane. Almost reaching Neo Geo levels of prices for the cartridges now. I kinda regret selling my Super Nintendo back in the day when switching to PlayStation. Would love to have those old games still. I mean, thankfully there are virtual consoles and everything, so you can still play them. But it's not quite the same as collecting the originals.
Members lost 0.
And one step closer to a brighter future.
Hell yeah!
Guys! Lower your voices, huh? People are listening.
I am low. Ooh, he took off his sunglasses, now he's serious.
Now get some R&R. You've earned it. Just be ready for the next mission, all right? See you soon. At Seventh Heaven. You know, where Tifa works.
Seventh Heaven.
Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry.
She gonna be voiced by Jessica Biel? Oh, nice.
Not long now.
Oh, the theme. Oh my god.
Our people are here to
And the orchestral score is absolutely fantastic.
Guess I'll stop by one of the food
I think this is probably my biggest highlight in the game so far. Like, the graphics are outstanding, of course, but the score is just on point and marvelous. This has to be one of the best game scores of all time, and now officially. Jessica Biel, yeah, because like, little obscure reference, there was this TV show called Seventh Heaven, where she was playing one pastor's daughter, and it was like this huge family, and it was called Seventh Heaven, and this bar where Tifa works in the game is also Seventh Heaven, so that was kind of the the pretty lame joke here, or attempt at a pretty lame joke anyway.
Was pulling some OT when it happened. Want to know how much is enough fried March? A handful, or hear me out? A whole heap?
Yeah, so if you're into JRPGs at all and never played the original, then this is a game worth checking out. And what you should do as well, like, if your eyes can handle the old school PS1 graphics, actually get the remastered version of the original game, which I think you can get on any Android phone now and on all the consoles for a few euros, and actually play the original. So if you can bear with the dated graphics, the storyline is still awesome, gameplay is still awesome, definitely worth playing that. Yeah, and then Jessica Biel kind of fell from grace with her offset attitude, and they kind of wrote her out of the show because she was being a bit more of a bad girl than would in real life than would fit with her TV holier than thou persona.
It was like a giant candle.
Yes, your eyes will bleed,
Debris piled up like mountains.
but if they bleed, you can play it.
Mako is the lifeblood of the planet? Yeah, the hell it is. Goddamn.
Yeah,
eco
fake news.
warriors with their dumbass posters. I tear them down and they're back up
Mako
inside
is just
of
the
an hour,
best.
like
He's
I've got
phenomenal.
nothing better
He's
to
really
do.
great. We're just gonna use it until it's all used up. He's the best. Tremendous,
look at all that
tremendous
steel
Mako.
work.
We have the
Trying to
best,
tell me
tremendous
that's
Mako
not
reactors in
progress?
the world. He seriously has some
the-
post-traumatic
you
stress
okay, buddy?
syndrome. And a nice yellow flower.
Mako junkie, huh? Figures.
Whoa. These Death Eaters are way more impressive here than they were in the original game. Oh yeah. I just kind of really want to check out the environments, because having played the original and then just being in this huge updated terrain and then just actually walking through everything is really, I think the only thing that would top this if it was a VR game.
Gate broken. Fiends in area. Exercise caution. No reason to check it out. Not my problem.
Well, Mr. Potter, he has already gone on to Hogwarts, I believe.
Excuse me? Due to an emergency, entry into this area is prohibited. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Ah,
Call that a warning?
No, sir!
nice. Actually experiencing the slums. This reminds me a little bit, I think what they've done a really great job with this game is they sort of incorporated all the later spin-offs that they made to Final Fantasy VII, because there was of course the movie Advent Children, I think it was like 2007 or something, and the spin-off game Crisis Core on PSP. And they kind of took the visual styles from those games and incorporated them here in this remake. So this is really great of tying all those different kind of Final Fantasy VII worlds together. It's really impressive and really well done, while still staying true to the original PS1 design. So I'm gonna explore the slums now a little bit.
Glad I got today off. Am I still gonna have a job? Guess I'll find out. Did everyone get out in time?
This sounds like us talking about Corona. Like, how are we still gonna have a job tomorrow? Very relatable crisis situation right now.
What the? That's where I work. No freaking way. Put that fire out, idiots! I was there yesterday.
Yes, if you want to experience it yourself, then definitely get it now and play it first, and then come back for the next streams. I will be playing some other games in the meantime. So specifically to not provide too many spoilers for people who haven't played the original and don't know the story yet. And I will be doing some more Arnold plays, of course. So thank you very much for joining. And hope you'll be back for the next streams. I think next time, one that I will do for sure is next Thursday evening will be Arnold Plays again. Probably go for either Just Cause 3 like I wanted to do today, or actually switching to Doom, which was heavily requested in the last stream to play as Arnold, so that could be fun. And yeah, other games that I will play, I will think about it and add it to my schedule here on Twitch, and you will find out when the next stream will be. Thank you very much for the follow. That's really, really awesome. And recommend the stream to friends of yours who you think might enjoy that kind of entertainment as well. Thank you. Oh, people swooning over Tifa, as half the anime-loving world will be doing in the next few weeks.
Daddy, you're home!
That's right, Angel. I
Welcome
am.
back.
Have you been a good girl?
Yeah, I've been helping Tifa.
Oh, you did you? Well, well.
You made it. Where'd you get that? I can't remember the last time I saw a real one. Huh? How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Guy can change. Has been 5 years.
Huh?
Yeah, I was on tour with
need
my
to talk to
J-pop
Barry.
band those past 5 years.
Right. Come on in.
Cloud and the Strifes.
Daddy, the Mako place blew up. Everyone on TV's talking about it.
Don't you worry about all that silliness. Daddy's here and he's not going anywhere.
My heart
Turn
lost.
that thing off and let's get you to bed, huh?
Nice. Oh, cool. Pinball machines. Let me see if I can play. Or something on the jukebox. Jukebox hero. No. Pizza. Nice. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja. Volcano bombs. Nice. This is like this degree of detail is insane. Gold time pinball. I would love to go to Gold Saucer.
Yeah, your money. Ask Tifa. She takes care of all that.
And the score, man.
Do you mind keeping Marlene company until I'm done with this?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Alright. Yeah, he's about as good with kids as I am.
What the hell you think you're doing scaring my daughter like that?
Yeah, that's gonna...
Daddy says
Oh, you just unleashed the beast.
That's right, honey. I do say that. What a good girl you are remembering Daddy's lessons. You know what else good girls do? They go to bed on time. Come on.
But I'm not tired. I want to talk some more, Daddy.
All right.
So do I.
But just this once.
So then, what can I get you?
Nice
money.
contacts.
I'm still waiting on it.
Braid.
I think genetics are
About
fucked
that.
in general in manga and anime.
Outside.
Daddy?
In
The
summer,
people who died all returned to the planet?
anime people don't go bathing into normal pools, they just bathe in gene pools.
Before we get on to money, there's an empty apartment in a place just down the road. It's nothing fancy, but I was thinking you could stay there for now.
Okay,
The
this is
landlady's a
new,
big
so
friend
I'm
of the
getting
cause, so you wouldn't
my
even
home
have to pay
base
rent.
now.
Sound good?
Sure does. Thanks.
Okay, that's new.
Follow me.
So
then.
okay, now time for some
How was it up on the plate?
realtor action.
was-
Nice.
Chaotic.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. It was wrong of me to put you in danger like that. I promise I won't do it again.
Danger's part of the job. Don't worry about me.
I'll try not to.
Like very subtle
happy to
sign
help
here
stick it to
telling me that this is the item shop.
So, you make nice with everyone?
Much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
No
I'll
shit.
give you that.
I saw Sector 8 on the news. It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll
One of my
spread whatever
friends
lies
said they
Shinra
saw it
tells them
burning.
to.
We're talking anime or are we talking already
It
hentai?
wasn't that bad?
It was.
We could get Ultros from Final
Right.
Fantasy VI here now and introduce some tentacles, but psst, I
And
think this
here
is
we
not
are.
suitable for
Good old
children anymore.
Stargazer Heights. You're on the second floor.
Stargazer Heights. Nine. Nice. From Captain Jean-Luc Picard back on the Stargazer. Very well,
Room 201
carry on.
here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with Seventh Heaven and all. Not even time to decorate.
So can I? Which is this the entrance? No, here's the entrance. Okay.
Here's your room, 202. Don't worry.
I was
already
hoping for
told
room
the landlady
1408.
about you.
And get a visit
You
from
did?
Joan Cusack.
Yes? Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend looking for a place to stay. Was that too much?
No. It's fine. And this?
That one's, know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce you tomorrow.
Uh-huh. So who's in there? Huh. Whoa!
It's a little bear.
That escalated
That
quickly.
should be enough to get you through the night. If you want anything else, we can always
We can always get
My money.
Oh wow!
You guys owe me 2,000, remember?
Usually it works.
I do.
Okay.
And we'd love to settle up,
I-
especially
Is
since
is
this
his
was your
job
first
still
job
just a
for us,
mercenary,
but
or is he now gigolo? Wow.
sorry, we spent
I
the
think you're
rest
gonna see
preparing
him
for the
coming.
mission.
Whoa.
That really is it. But not for long.
And this
I
is
put
no
200
longer suitable for
filters
children at
tomorrow,
all.
so I can pay you
Marlene,
after.
you stay in bed.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is. Wait. I have to pay you
Fair
for
enough.
that too. Never mind.
No, 2,000's enough. That's what we agreed on, so
Strap
that'll be
in
the price.
and strap on.
With what you gave me, that leaves 1,500.
You're the best.
Around.
I'll see you
Nothing
bright and
gonna
early at the
ever
bar
keep you
then.
down.
Thanks again for everything.
Oh no, no, you're leaving. No, 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 no. This could have been like the most anticipated fan service moment in the past 23 years. And you're not going all the way. What the hell? Square, what the hell? God damn it, you're right. Story of my life. Here, there goes Tifa. Ah. What the hell?
Guess it's time for introductions.
Is this some bowel movement going on over there? I hope he's just snoring, because this does not sound healthy at all. Whoa. Okay, who's living next door? I don't know why she's leaving or where she's gonna go. Guess she's got a reason that I just don't wanna know. But it's 24 years I've been living next door to...
Hey, you okay in there? Coming in.
To Sephiroth. That doesn't sound right. Alice? Who the fuck is Alice? Whoa. More lesbian porn. I mean, his hair would pass for tentacle, I would say. Whoa!
Get back inside! Get off me!
Whoa! Lord Voldemort! Whoa! Oh my, number 49.
What are you doing to Marco? This is his apartment. He's got a few problems, but
There
he's
are
not
a
that
few
bad.
problems?
The landlady
I think
asked
he's
me to check
conjuring
on him now
Satan.
and then to make sure he's okay. Can I ask you to do the same?
Sure.
Few problems, my ass. Wow. That's a very close up. I love his bell-shaped pants. Like, this is like really 70s. I just break out in some disco dance moves. It's his sleeping armor. Don't you see it? So, but I think I'm just gonna head out now, but then actually save this game. And it's, ooh, it's day now. Or what you would you call daylight here in the slums. But since we just kind of exploded half the city, I think it's a bit brighter now than it usually would be. I'll check with Marco. If he actually conjured Satan. Let's see. No. No, Cloud says no. Okay, Cloud says no. You can go up here. Okay, the sleeping armor. I have the perfect name for it. It's a pyjarmor. You were waiting for this one, right? Sad reacts only. Thank you. I'm here all week.
Well, now, you must
Ah!
be proud.
What the hell?
I'm Marl, your landlady. So how'd you like the place?
Is she cleaning
from
with her
up on
hair?
high.
Like just crawling around
I've
the
been around.
floor on her back and just wiping the dust
No
like
matter.
this?
All kinds
Her natural
come
hair
through
color
with
is
all
actually
kinds
black.
of reasons. If you ever need an ear to bend, I'll lend you mine. Can be about anything.
Incidentally, it
Even
is.
Tifa,
What's she to you?
the granddaughter I never had. And
Aw.
if you hurt
Oh,
her,
hi,
I'll
doggy.
take it out of your hide. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to Seventh Heaven. She's got a head start on you and then some.
Alright. Lady, landlady with crazy hair tells me. I think she could be a voodoo witch or something. It's quite dark in here. Don't see much. So I'm just gonna give you guys a short look around the slums, taking you for a tour through my hood. It's very nice and enjoyable. And then I'm gonna slowly come to an end for this first stream of Final Fantasy VII Remake. As we're approaching the 2.5 hour mark of me talking non-stop about nerd shit and playing this heavily J-pop inspired game while taking a huge nostalgia trip. I know it probably didn't shine through as much as it should have, or as it actually did for me, but it's been quite the trip so far, and I'm really enjoying this game. It's much more so than I thought I would. That sword's massive. At least the people in this game are also noticing it. Yeah, some crunches here. Nice. Work it. Come on, feel the pound. Yeah, that was another free Arnie one. Ha. Weapons. Let's see if they have some knives and stabbing weapons. Can I? Oh, I can't. It's closed. Damn. It's nice that you actually see the materia that I've equipped in my sword. Like the two green ones. I think if I equip the magenta colored one, then it's gonna be also visible. That's a nice touch.
What's the big sword for?
The kids seem to think you're pretty cool.
Because of my sword. It's pretty cool.
Biggs is teaching me self-defense techniques.
Yeah, as long as it's not Wedge, because he will just teach you to cook. It's funny because he's fat.
How's about you and me get a rim plate from the tail kit?
A friend of mine's
Closed
an
here. An aspiring actor. So that's what you worry about after half your city just exploded. It's here.
You could probably afford a standing ticket in the Grand Circle.
Let's explore. Ooh. Just some empty lot. But there's something to it. Find. Wow, some grenades. I'm gonna take those.
The vacant lot up ahead is overrun with wild beasts. Best steer clear unless you're looking for trouble. Even if you are, be careful.
Hey, I'm not looking for trouble. Trouble's always looking for me. Sorry.
You ever take a...
Oops.
Don't
Sorry.
take your eyes off it.
Alright, so I'm just gonna look for the bar. And here we are. So before I go in now and continue this story, I'm gonna save the game here. And yeah, once again, would like to thank all of you for joining me on the first trip back to old Midgar, without a D, in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, game just came out yesterday. If you played the original game, I think you will probably already have it. If you don't, then it's a very, very good chance for you to finally get to experience it. It has been one of the elementary games of my teenage days and childhood. Like I said, it came out in '97. I was 13 years old, so kind of the perfect age for this kind of manga anime stuff. Yeah, really enjoyed the original. Still probably gonna play it one more time, because until the next installments here come out of this remake and finish the whole story, I'm pretty sure it will take another 1 or 2 years. I'm kind of hoping they will release at least one installment every year from now. And yeah, definitely can recommend this remake. It's made with a lot of love to detail. The score is fantastic, graphics are outstanding. Gameplay works surprisingly well in an updated JRPG environment. And yeah, can definitely recommend it. Now, the next stream I'm gonna do, I have to check my schedule. So for next week, there's definitely gonna be another Arnold Plays. Probably gonna do Doom, as per viewer requests. Probably gonna do that on Thursday evening, around 7:30 or 8. The other days for streaming, I still have to figure out scheduling wise. Could be I do something on Monday because it's holiday here in Austria. Could be I do something on Tuesday evening. I'll let you know in time. Just follow me here on Dragonslayers_den. Follow us with Dragony on Instagram, Dragony_metal on Instagram, and official Dragony on Facebook. And yeah, thank you all for joining once more. And I hope to see all of you again in the next stream. And yeah, to spread the word, bring your friends, and let's have some fun with Final Fantasy VII Remake, with Blasphemous that I've been playing recently, and probably with Doom in the next Arnold Plays stream. Thank you everyone, have a great day, have a great weekend, enjoy your Easter, and stay healthy. I'll be back.
Probably realize that the bombings are gonna start messing with everyone's
Bye.